If you were asked, what message does the picture tells you? The students will list the things that comes to their minds after seeing the picture, and then they will decide which message on their list closely defines what does the picture really portrays. The difference between the lists of the students might be related to our topic today. The differences may be the issues on how the students see the image. For the learning objectives, students will understand the effects of visuals, layout, and design to the users. Students will explain the importance of visuals, layout, and design. For the learning outcome, individually, students will resolve the issue by giving three possible solutions and suggestions regarding with the issues in using visuals, layout, and design. In our previous topics, we already discussed visuals, layout, and design. For the continuation of our lesson, our topic for today are the issues in using visuals, layout, and design. For the first issue, who ensures the valid and effective use of visuals, layout, and design for effective language acquisition and development? Teachers, materials writers, and designers may have different concerns and targets. Teachers would look for pedagogic effectiveness. Designers would aim for aesthetic appeal. In addition, materials writers and publishers may have to consider additional non-educational reasons such as copyright, budget, market research results, artists' fees, and time constraints at every production stage. Prowse in 2011, page 161, states that collaboration and agreements are vital among materials writers, designers, and editors of publishers. The question is, are such collaborations happening? In the experience of Hitomi while they were writing a course book in Singapore, Hitomi used a poem in one of her units. It is entitled Miss Sue is Kissing by Michael Richards. The poem is all about a girl who keeps on kissing tadpoles. When a boy asks why she is kissing tadpoles, she says she's trying to catch him young. After reading the poem, the students were asked to draw Sue. To do this, students need to visualize what Sue is doing and think hard why she is doing so. Students also need to remember to connect the poem with the fairy tale The Princess and the Frog in 2009. From the very early stage, Hitomi and other writers had requested meetings with artists and designers. They wanted to make sure the illustrator got it right, but such meeting did not happen. Hitomi suggested that an illustration should come on a different page and the students should not be able to see the illustration when they do the drawing activity. She also suggested of what Sue should look like. They did not hear any single word from the artists and editors until the book was published. They were shocked to see right next to the poem the illustration of a beautiful princess who is around 18 to 20 years old with a tiara on her head in a gorgeous dress, with a think bubble in which a handsome prince is holding a white horse. This illustration totally destroyed the poem and the activity. Another example based on the experience of Brian in Nigeria. In the course book that he used, there is a drawing of a man sitting in an obviously very hot office, thinking of going for a swim after work. Unfortunately, none of the Nigerian students were aware of the think bubble convention, and many thought that offices in England had swimming pools in them. In these two experiences that I have presented, we can realize that collaboration is really important in writing a course book. More efforts for closer collaboration between authors, editors, and designers might create more cost effective materials that also facilitate language acquisition and development. Teachers' critical evaluation of visual, layout, and design becomes even more crucial. Let us now proceed to the second issue, visuals in print and visualization in our minds. There is another issue which is even more neglected. We should differentiate between the visuals in the materials in print and the multidimensional representations we create from linguistic text in our minds. Imagine that you have read a book and you have created a mental representation of the main characters in the novel. Then, you decided to watch a movie based on the novel. You may be disappointed that the choice of actors and actresses and that how the story was presented was totally wrong. You may prefer your own version, which you had subconsciously created in your mind. This mental representation is formed through the oral or written linguistic input with memories in our minds. If we hear about a cat or a dog, we add our own personal interpretation based on our experience stored in our memory systems, and we create our own mental representations of these animals. Mental representation often involves affective and cognitive coloring. For example, those who love cats are more likely to have positive representation, whereas those who have bad experiences with them are more likely to create negative representations. The last issue that we will talk about is the outward appearance or inward significance. Teachers feel that their home produced materials are inferior to professionally produced materials. Students feel that glossy global course books are more likely to help them become better in language learning. Now, here are the questions regarding issue number 3. Do course books actually contribute to durable motivation and actual learning of language? Is it not inward significance of materials that helps learning and inspires durable motivation? For now, teachers could take back educational control of visuals, layout, and design in their own adaptation and development of materials. Activity time. Through a blog post, you will resolve the issue by giving 3 possible solutions and suggestions regarding with the issues in using visuals, layout, and design. Issues in life cannot be prevented, but there are thousands of solutions to solve it. Psalm chapter 46, verse 1 to 3 says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. May we continually seek God because only in Him we can find strength and help. In the challenges we face in life, let us not be ashamed to ask for God's help because only in Him we can find the solution. Thanks for watching.